All right.
Shit happens.
Now we get into the topic of what I've been discussing, or I guess what has been the topic of discussion on a lot of my timeline. I don't know if everybody's familiar in here. I'm now like a new black, cause I'm like the new Charleston White. Gender fluidity has been the topic of conversation amongst a lot of the conservative podcasts. I don't know if you're familiar with the likes of Candace Owens. A little bit, yeah. The likes of Matt Walsh. There are a lot of others. If you want to decide to name them, there are a lot out there. I want to talk about it.
You want to talk about that shit?
I actually like Candace Owens.
What?
What do you be looking at, sir?
Look, I'm gonna be 100. I watched a couple of videos of her, and she don't sound like that crazy, but I think that it's just the alignment.
What is she aligned with?
Well, I don't know. I mean, to the untrained eye, it looks like she's aligned with
The whites.
white Republican America.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to love her message. However, I do see that, I mean, some of the shit she says, if they were delivered maybe in a different package. Is this nigga Kyrie asleep?
Yeah, he's been sleeping.
Wake that nigga up.
That nigga stay asleep. That nigga always
Wake his bitch ass up.
See, here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
Here's the thing.
That nigga snoring too damn loud during my monologue. It's Leo season. I have to wake that nigga up.
This nigga birthday is in like 2 days.
He said, I said, bitch, I was born on August 5th, head ass. What up?
Hey, you said quiet on the set one time, and then he just went to sleep.
Quiet on the set.
So we didn't mean go to sleep, bro.
I know where you're going. And the reason why I bring up the gender fluidity comment, because it is big amongst the conservatives right now. Candace Owens is one of them. Matt Walsh is another one of them.
What do you mean? Like gender fluidity. Elaborate.
So, what's being discussed right now is that everybody in this room could be a girl. Right now. Beard and all. Dick and all. Men or women.
Boys is
women or
going.
men.
I'm trying to connect the dots between.
Well,
like,
men or women.
He read pilling
Women
tonight.
can be men. This is just, we're in a progressive free state where everybody can be everybody. You can use they them pronouns.
I still don't understand they them.
oh,
They
geez.
them.
I do. I mean, honestly,
you're everything.
Any one of us could be a they
You
then.
can be a girl and a boy right now.
That's why I just leave it alone.
Sure, you're them. You're they.
They ass.
Z.
They ass be getting money. They could be anybody. They could be you, me, he, she,
So it's like niggas.
it. Niggas is actually niggas is a neutral program, pronoun, whatever. Niggas or motherfuckers.
So
Does
they-
everybody?
Cause anyone can fuck a mother.
What does everybody in this room subscribe as far as pronoun?
Nigga.
I was gonna say that one. No, that's funny. That's funny as well.
Before I answer this, before I get into the Candace Owens and
What is it?
You can call me a nigga or a motherfucker.
Male?
Cause I'm both.
he, him,
Yeah. Yeah, like
he, him.
him.
Are you a boy? He, him.
Yeah, he, him.
So that, you know, simple. Just
What
He,
two
him.
words. 2 words.
Say
He,
tell
him.
her ass I'm him.
He,
Or
him.
his or
I'm him.
All right.
I'm one of those.
I'm gonna tell you right
I'm
now.
one of them.
Everybody in this room
Hey,
subscribe
right?
to the left.
the left what?
You know why? Because you subscribe to a specific pronoun.
What are you talking about?
You subscribe to saying you are he or him without you subscribing yourself as he, him. In an environment where basically it tells you.
I
you
mean,
have
I
to
could
pick
be
a
a
side.
them depending on the
The fact that
context.
you have to say that you're he, him means it's subscribing to the left.
No, that means that I'm just subscribing with being a man. Like I'm a man, so I'm gonna say I'm.
Oh,
right.
you can be him and not be a man, apparently.
Ooh, now that's where you. I see where. You, okay. Yeah.
Because there are actual women that can subscribe to being he and him. Real women. Because of how they feel. You don't feel like a man, nigga. You are a man. So stop subscribing to feeling like a certain way and just be what you are. That is the point of what I'm trying to make in this situation. So, for people that want this gender fluidity, the people that talk about it and the people that oppose against it, the reason why I bring up Candace Owens and all these other people, the reason why I brought up
Bomba clock.
the reason why I even brought up the right side in this argument is simply because they just let it be known that I'm not subscribing to she, he, him, they, or this or the other, whatever it or that. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm subscribing to being the person that I was when I was born.
Pronouns, real ass nigga.
I'm that. I'm not subscribing
I'm that,
to she.
I'm him.
I am who the fuck I am when I was born.
You are they. Oh yeah, you are they. Them. I'm him.
What the fuck do I look? I'm a man.
Yeah, but
What I
you're
like,
looking
I'm a
at it
woman,
under
I'm a
the
woman.
classification of like, like what all that is and shit. So it's like with them, they have a different journey than you. So maybe they just want something to classify them to be like, all right, well, we didn't go through the normal routes as everyone else. We kind
What's the journey?
Yeah, so
What's
maybe
the
they
journey?
just wanted.
What's the journey?
I had no idea.
No, you brought it up. Now you gotta know. What's the journey?
I can assume that it's like you growing up, people are telling you that you like a man or that you a woman, and then maybe you start realizing or you start thinking something in your mind. You like, hey, like I am a woman.
Julian, sometimes I feel like a bitch. Am I a bitch?
Does that mean I'm a bitch?
That's your story, bro. Like, if you
Motivational
don't feel like a bitch,
speaker.
you don't feel
But
like
I
a bitch.
feel like a bitch right now. Am I gonna feel like a bitch in 20 minutes?
Then to your mental, yes, you are a bitch. If you
So
feel,
should I
feel like a
subscribe
bitch.
myself as she or her because I feel like a bitch right now?
No, you should subscribe yourself to pussy ass nigga. No, I'm just playing.
It don't need to be like it's just another classification of something. So like, in order to like, they're trying to actually simplify it. They're not trying to make it as complicated. They're just trying to be like, all right, look, with me, like, I don't want to have to say like, yeah, I was a girl, then I'll turn to a man, or I'm a man and turn to a girl. They just said, just call me they or them because it's just
Which
like,
honestly,
yeah.
it's crazy because the thing about they, which is hilarious about it, and I'm not saying I'm like a super huge proponent. This is just an observation, is that black people use they and them a lot. We be like they as.
That's the argument.
Them motherfuckers.
But that's the argument.
But I mean, it's a great argument.
That is the argument.
I mean, the
that also
argument
needs
is
to
that
about
I feel like it don't really matter.
that
Like,
Shakespearean time and saying like, hey, we use they singular all the time in pretext, and we use the they.
or like
there.
motherfuckers be.
Yeah, we did, but we still use it today when we say when we say like, hey, like I'd be like, hey, Aaron going to do something. Hey, what they on? We use that in the context.
What they ass on? Ooh, like I mean, come on,
like hey, bro, your man tweet what they on,
What they
bro.
ass
Like
on.
we say they and them a lot for singular context. I won't take that from them, but the reality is that when we say it, it isn't meant in the context of saying like, hey, we're subscribing you as a person as not being a he or she.
But what
as
I'm
being
saying
a they.
is
That's
that
not what
easy
we're
to
saying.
ignore it?
It is easy to ignore because we use it so
Like
often.
it's
We
not
use it often
really
enough to
even
the
our
point that
fight.
it doesn't
That's
matter.
one thing. I'm like, cause I had to wrap my head around that shit, but just as long as a motherfucker give me the same respect, I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like if that's what you want, or it's really not that hard of a thing. It's already kind of been done.
Right. Do you think black people would be more okay with it if one of the pronouns was like phoneme instead of they or them and stuff?
On phone them, Greg. Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you identify phone them?
identify as phone them.
I'm one of them. I'm him. How do you identify? Sleep ass nigga sleep.
Out that lane.
I'm glad nigga.
I'm on that good.
Nigga gonna snore in front of nigga gonna snore during my monologue. I'm offended.